Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook or WTIM TV YouTube. And if you looked on the stream, you wouldn't be able to see me, but you'd see a room full of FFA girls from Meridian High School over in Macon, and that includes Secretary of the Meridian FFA, Maggie Pritz. Great to have you here, Maggie.
Hello.
Hello to you. Also, hello to Sentinel Haley Hansen, who is a sophomore. Great to have you here, Haley.
Hi, thank you.
Another note that Maggie is a junior. Historian Isabel Pistorius is also here in studio. Thanks for being here, Isabel.
Hi.
And back for a second year, we have Vice President Emma Pistorius. Welcome back, Emma.
Thank you.
So, real quick, I'm just going to run through real quick. Off to the left, we have a junior. We have a sophomore for Haley. Historian Isabel Pistorius is also a sophomore, and then Vice President Emma Pistorius. Let's start with the Vice President in the room. When were you elected Vice President?
So in last March, I applied to be Vice President of our FFA chapter and then got the spot and was elected. But the year before, I was Sentinel, like Haley, and hopefully this year I get to run for president.
Haley, maybe you can help me. What is a Sentinel?
Sentinel, basically, we just invite people to the meeting, make sure the meeting's calm, collected, everyone's enjoying themselves, there's no problems, and I just help around with whoever needs whatever.
A little bit of HR kind of?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of HR type of work. And as a secretary, Maggie, what do you do?
So I take attendance every meeting and I write down everything that goes on during the meeting so we can keep track of that.
When were you elected secretary?
I was elected last March in officer elections, but I was also secretary last year as well.
All right. And going back over to historian Isabel Pistorius, when were you elected historian?
Around this time last year.
Around
like
this.
spring.
So, okay. What did you do last year?
So last year I was just a green hand, like a new member. So I wasn't an officer last year.
How big of a responsibility jump has it been going from as a freshman in a green hand to being the historian?
I've definitely been a lot more involved this year.
I bet.
Yeah. So as a historian, I run all the social media accounts. So I do posts on meetings and contests and stuff, which is a big change from last year where I just participated in stuff.
What kind of stuff do you post on your social media?
So I basically just talk about what like the contests, and I talk about results too of contests, and I also post about meetings, like what we did at the meetings, basically just to let other people out there know how we did, and also to show people that we're actively involved in our chapter.
Again, we're talking to Meridian High School FFA as part of National FFA Week, and talking to Vice President Emma Pistorius. What do you do as Vice President?
So my job is really just to assist the president in anything. When she's gone or absent from a meeting, I take over the responsibility, but I really just help out kind of every area, and just I'm always there, it seems like.
Give me a little bit more of your background. Remind me what you did last year as part of FFA.
So last year I was the Sentinel, like Haley. So I oversaw the meeting room and kind of just reached out to guest speakers and tried to bring people in and make sure people were comfortable. But now I'm the vice president, which is kind of the next step up, and hopefully to be the president, which is the final step, I guess.
And as a freshman, were you a green hand?
Just a green hand, yeah.
Is that really the only opportunity for a freshman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like that for all FFA chapters?
Yes.
Okay.
Some chapters, I think, I know Taylorville has like green hand officers, but we don't have that yet.
So they have like freshman officers in a
Yes.
way.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. But you guys don't have that. How many, by the way, speaking of size, how many FFA members do you guys have?
We
roughly like 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And growing.
Yeah. And I was going to ask, is that about roughly what you have each year, or has this been kind of an uptick over the last few years?
Well, we started 3 years ago.
That's right. You're a new chapter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Relatively. You've seen the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah,
Right.
almost. We started with like 30 members and then we've grown to 60, but now we have a quarter of our school is taking ag classes. So we're growing not only in FFA, but in the ag program in general.
So if I've got this right, you, Emma, are one of the inaugural members of Meridian FFA.
Not quite.
Not
I came
quite.
the
One
next year.
before. Okay.
Yes.
All right. But you've still seen a great amount of progress. What does that? How can you characterize the feeling that knowing that you've been able to see this growth?
Well, it definitely makes it a different experience than other FFA people that I've talked to from other schools. So it's kind of just more rewarding to get to see where we were at the beginning and just how we've grown as a chapter and as members in general.
So as vice president, what does the rest of the year look like for you?
Well, we have a few more contests coming up. Poultry judging and livestock judging and vet science are coming up for us, I think, in March, and then we'll wrap up the end of the year with our banquet.
Isabel, as a historian, what else are you focused on as the rest of 2023 continues?
I'm definitely going to do a lot more contests in the spring. I'm going to do livestock judging and help at poultry and stuff, but I'll also, historian has a big part of the banquet too, so I'll mostly be focused on that.
And as Sentinel, Haley, I'm sure you're pretty focused as well. What are you looking forward to as 2023 drags on?
I'm applying for Sentinel again, hopefully, and just doing more contests, getting involved, helping other members get involved.
And last but not least, Maggie, what are you working on as the rest of the year continues?
I'm excited to do the poultry competition, and I also hope to be secretary next year as well.
All right, we're wrapping up this segment, so I wanted to start with Maggie one more time. What is your favorite thing about FFA, whether that's the contests, and if it's like, say it's a contest, right? What's your favorite contest?
My favorite contest is the agronomy contest. It's where we identify different weeds, crops, insects, and we take a test. I just really enjoy that contest.
Is contests kind of what you like all seem to like doing the most? Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll just ask then Isabel, or actually I beg your pardon, I skipped someone. Haley, I'll ask you, what's your favorite thing to show or your contest?
I really like livestock judging, but I also like poultry. I think judging is fun.
When it comes to judging, I guess like do you have to be good at judging?
So for poultry judging, we look at like meats. We judge meat cuts. We judge like eggs on their grade. We judge frozen food, like any type of chicken like that. And then we actually judge the birds on their appearance. So. And
you would say, did you say poultry? I beg your pardon?
Yes, poultry.
Yeah, you would say poultry is kind of your specialty.
Yeah.
Okay. Isabel, same question to you. What is your expertise or your favorite thing to do?
Well, I'm not really an expert in anything, but
oh, well, you're more of an expert than I am. Let's put it that way.
My favorite contest to do is livestock judging. It really like goes with my essay project, which is showing livestock. So I really enjoy doing livestock judging.
Everybody does an essay project as part of FFA?
We only have like 15 kids that have an SAE.
It's an option.
Most of them are officers.
Maybe you could fill me in a little bit more as vice president what that essay is.
SAE is a supervised agriculture experience. So it can be anything from your job or your animal project or just your garden. And it's basically just a record that you keep of what you do through this project. And so at the end of the year with your records, you go into an interview and you can compete for who kept the best records and who knows the most about their project.
What are you competing for?
You're competing for the star over that area. And then you get to move on to districts and to state. Haley actually won her area last week and gets to move on to the next level.
Fantastic. And if let's just say for a second you win it all. What's the prize there?
So it's mostly recognition, but you get a big plaque and you get to move on to the national level, which I believe you get a scholarship, but I'm not really sure.
Right. Okay. That's a little ways away though. One step at a time, one level at a time, right? All right, let's go ahead and take a quick time out. You just heard from Vice President Emma Pistorius of the Meridian FFA. She's a junior along with sophomore Isabel Pistorius. She's a historian. Sentinel Haley Hansen, who's also a sophomore, and then junior and secretary of Meridian FFA, Maggie Pritz. More from them after this short time out here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM.
Americans care about the environment. We know that farmers do too. Your Illinois Corn Checkoff dollars are connecting those shared values via Illinois Farm Families, an Illinois ag coalition that produces videos for non-farmers showcasing your sustainability practices. We also highlight innovative farm management techniques and renewable products produced with Illinois corn. Farmers grow food and fuel. Your checkoff grows connection and knowledge. A message from the Illinois Corn Marketing Board.
Agriculture is the foundation of our economy. In these challenging and changing times, you need a lender who has stayed the course. Since 1930, First National Bank has been helping farmers grow their operations and weather uncertain times. Hi, this is Julie Nodal, Ag Lender for First National Bank. We want to be your partner now and for future generations. With firsthand knowledge of agriculture and its challenges, we are committed to you. Let us be your partner to success. First National Bank, the quality bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Darian Norville with Central Commodity FS bringing you What's Next. And here at FS, we believe that is supporting agriculture's bright future. So happy National FFA Week to all past, present, and future agriculture professionals whose success sprouted from their local chapter. Best wishes from your proud supporters at Central Commodity Farmers Supply Company.
WTIM on its many platforms, AM, FM, and online, brings you Taylorville Tornado football, boys and girls basketball, all season long, and playoff games of all teams. Tornado sports on WTIM and stream live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com are brought to you by First National Bank, Hervey Real Estate, the Christian County YMCA, Brad Davis, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and Landmark, all in Taylorville.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are gonna do it today.
Huge investment, probably the biggest of your life. Huge decision. Who's my realtor? Easy answer. Curvy Real Estate. Joe and his agents have been living, eating, and breathing this stuff for years. Curvy knows how important this process is to you. That's why your research, combined with Curvy's knowledge, energy, and effort, make a powerful partnership that'll land you in the home you really want. Buying or selling, you'll get the feeling Curvy's got your best interest in mind. Because they do. See them on West Springfield Road or online at curvyrealestate.com.
The SIU Center for Family Medicine in Taylorville is accepting new patients. They accept most insurance plans. They also take individuals with no insurance. Their family physicians are trained to manage and treat the vast majority of medical problems and coordinate treatment with other providers and specialists. To learn more, click their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or call 217-824-1134. Forward for happy, healthy families. That's the SIU Center for Family Medicine in Taylorville.
Your information station, WTIM.
It's a WTIM morning show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. I have Meridian FFA in studio right now as part of National FFA Week. That includes Secretary Maggie Pritt, Sentinel Haley Hansen, Historian Isabel Pistorius, and Vice President Emma Pistorius. Both Emma and Maggie are juniors, while Haley and Isabel are sophomores. And before going to break, we talked a little bit about your titles, what you did, how you were elected, and your involvement, what you enjoy about it. But I kind of want to just dive right into the weeds and start with the Secretary Maggie Pritz. And what does being an FFA member at Meridian High School mean to you?
To me, being an FFA member means that I get so many different opportunities to improve my skills. For example, my public speaking skills have improved drastically over the couple of years, and I get to compete in different contests and go different places.
And same question to Isabel. What does being a part of Meridian FFA mean to you?
It's a really big honor being a part of this program. I really enjoy carrying on this year's the FFA legacy from some of the older generations. Like my grandparents were in FFA, so it's really important to me, and it's cool to carry on their legacy.
Haley, your same question.
I'll touch off what Maggie said. FA to me is a bunch of opportunities. Not only is it opportunities to do contests and stuff, but meet new people and explore new places and get out and do things that not your everyday person gets to do.
And going back to Emma, what does being part and being vice president of Meridian FFA mean to you?
Well, I mean, like Isabel, I'm kind of a part of a family. FFA spreads all over the whole nation, even to Puerto Rico and Hawaii. So there's members from all over. And so I get to be a part of a huge group. And I have so many opportunities through that. And I've definitely learned a lot and met a lot of people that I think I, hope to be friends with for forever. And maybe I'll even work with them someday.
What would you say to prospective students thinking about joining FFA, Emma?
I mean, obviously, come join it. I think really it sets you up for your future. You learn a lot about public speaking and just how to have a conversation with somebody. I took a contest called Job Interview, and so that would really help me learn about creating a resume and talking to people and kind of just sending out myself and just, sharing with other people. So I've definitely learned a lot, and I feel like it's given me so many opportunities. So I'd encourage them to come do that also.
Right. FFA isn't just about agriculture. It's about preparing you for the next stage of life as well. That's very cool. Isabel, what would you say to somebody who's thinking about FFA?
Well, I tell them to definitely join it. It's not just, like you said before, it's not just for farmers. Like, only 10 people in our entire chapter live on a farm. So it prepares you so much for real life outside of the classroom. And so it's really important to join FFA.
Haley, what would you tell somebody on the fence who's thinking about joining FFA?
I would tell them to join. There's lots of different things you can take. Like Isabel said, you don't have to live on a farm. You can take a wide variety of classes and not like farm related. So.
And over to Maggie. What would you tell somebody who's thinking about FFA?
I would say to definitely join. There are so many opportunities to be had in FFA, and I would also say to participate as much as you can, because what you get out of FFA depends on what you put into it.
I think I'm just going to ask the juniors this question for the sake of time and because, well, graduation is a little far away for the sophomores, but we're going to start with Maggie. What are your future plans once you graduate for high school?
So I want to get a degree in chemical engineering.
Oh, wow. That's pretty big aspirations. Got to be pretty good at science and math for that. And I think I've got a good feeling about you. Emma, what do you want to do after high school?
Well, I definitely want to pursue something in the livestock industry. I'm currently on the Christian County 4-H livestock judging team, and I've done a lot of that through 4-H and FFA. And so hopefully I hope to do that in junior college and then transfer to a four-year university for ag business or animal science.
The transfer route is a good way to save a little bit of, anyway. So let's see. You also went to the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis. Emma, what did you think?
Well, that was my second year going. We went in October, and every year it just blows me away the amount of people that come. The streets are completely filled with kids in blue jackets for FFA, and it's just really amazing to see the turnout and all the people that are there. I've met so many people from different states that I would have never met before.
Fantastic connections. Isabel, did you go last year too?
I went this year.
This was your first time. What was your first impression?
Well, I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely was not what I expected. It was really cool to see a whole lot of people that had the same interests as me and are part of something that I'm a part of. So I got to meet a lot of great people and also got to do a lot of fun stuff.
Haley, what stood out to you about the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis?
Like Emma said, there are a ton of people. I did not imagine that many people, but thinking about it, it's super cool that everyone is involved like that, and we all just get to hang out and meet each other and experience some great things.
And Maggie, same question. What did you think of the FFA convention this year?
It was really big, a lot bigger than I expected. I went last year as well, and I just really loved getting to see all of the people and meet a lot of new people from different places.
Sounds like it's growing too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've about outgrown Lucas Oil.
I don't even need to comment on that. You know how big that is. Well, I really want to thank you all for being here. Emma, is there anything else that you'd like to add before you guys head back out onto the rest of your day?
I don't think so. Definitely come ask us questions. If you have any about FFA, you can reach our Facebook page at Meridian FFA or our Instagram too.
Isabel, I have time for a thought from you if you have anything to add.
I don't have anything.
Anybody else?
Nope.
All right. Well, that is the Meridian FFA. That includes Secretary Maggie Pritz, Sentinel Haley Hansen, Historian Isabel Pistorius, and Vice President Emma Pistorius. Both Emma and Maggie are juniors, while Haley and Isabel are sophomores. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find those streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube when you search WTIM TV. It's the WTIM Morning Show National FFA Week.
WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.